In Bolivia, Tzu Chi volunteers held their fourth aid distribution in Montero during the pandemic. In our feature report, we're going to take a look at the rapid development of drones in Taiwan. Selamat datang ke Daya Headline, saya Simon Gan. Terima kasih menyertai sesi berita kita. In Bolivia, Tzu Chi volunteers have held their fourth aid distribution in Montero. Upon receiving the supplies, the locals expressed their deepest gratitude to the volunteers.
In the sports stadium, the supplies are placed neatly, forming a large picture. Tzu Chi has held its fourth distribution in Bolivia. The residents did not imagine that they would receive so many supplies. They immediately called their families to bring carts or other vehicles to carry the supplies home.
Thank you for donating supplies to us. May God repay you with blessings. Please accept my gratitude.
Soy el alcalde de Montero y hoy nos han entregado todo lo que son dotaciones, raciones de alimentos.
I am the mayor of Montero. I want to thank Dharma Master Zheng Yan and Tzu Chi Foundation for helping the people in need. This is a noble humanitarian care. They provide help for people who are suffering. I want to thank and bless them.
Y de mucha ayuda para lo que es nuestra gente. Muchas gracias, muchas felicidades.
18 volunteers are in charge of the distribution. Among them, Tzu Chi volunteer Xie Zhenxiang, who's a Taiwanese businessman, documents the event with his camera. He has shifted his business focus from Chile to Bolivia. Xie, his mother and wife, are determined to give of themselves in Bolivia.
In St. Martin, there is a solitary senior who is blind. Therefore, he's unable to clean up his house. Tzu Chi volunteers mobilize local volunteers to help clean up his house. Here's more.
The solitary grandfather who's blind is living in a low house. The house is filled with miscellaneous items giving off foul smell. The senior is living very uncomfortably.
I don't see good. I don't see good to clean. Sometimes I want clean. I don't see good to clean.
Tzu Chi volunteers understand the grandpa's situation, so they mobilize community volunteers to help out. They move the furniture and windows outdoors to clean them.
I very happy. My house was bad, dirty. They helped me cleaning everything.
After several hours, the house has become clean and neighbors have come to visit.
Before I say thank you everybody, because this guy, sometimes when you pass there, you can smell bad. But now you smell good. Smell okay. Yeah, that's good now.
I'm very happy that I be able to clean up Maurice Fabel house with a group of hands today, and we finally accomplished the mission.
The local media has reported on how these young people have helped the solitary senior. In the picture, everyone's beaming with joy.
In Taiwan, to celebrate the Double Nine Festival, artists from the Tzu Chi Performance Association head to the Chang'an Health and Cultural Village to perform for the seniors, singing oldies to bring back all the good memories. As the melody of the classical song Ban Chun Hong started, memories started to come back. Artist and actor Li Yating, Li Peiling, together with her son, who plays the saxophone, have been meeting and performing for the seniors for many years.
There was once a grandpa who had a stroke. When I was performing, I saw his lips were moving, so I placed the mic below his mouth, and to my surprise, he finished singing the whole song. I was so touched and almost cried because I felt that this song must have brought back many of his memories.
I feel that I can use my talents to care for the seniors and also pass on the love. As long as I don't have class, I will come and perform.
As various artists step up onto the stage, they completely light up the atmosphere. Tzu Chi Performance Association has headed to the Chang'an Health and Culture Village to celebrate the Double Ninth Festival with the seniors. Teresa Ter, who is filming for a movie, has taken the leave to participate in the event.
I'll try to use my influence to provide care to the society during my free time, and also hope that by doing so, more people can also care for this group of people.
抛砖引玉的公益。
85-year-old Lin Yixiong, who was awarded the Golden Bell Lifetime Achievement Award this year, has also performed in the event.
跟老人家
I'm here to have fun with the seniors. When I sing for the seniors, they feel happy. If they're happy, I'm also happy.
他高兴，我也高兴。特殊的唱歌
There's many special performances such as singing and dancing. I feel very happy and energized.
精神愉快。
The whole hall was full of people today. The performances were very spectacular. The performance on the band was so spectacular that I recorded the whole song.
The small hall is full of beautiful songs. They have also promised to come and perform again next year. Tzu Chi has long promoted stem cell marrow registry in Taiwan and continues to look for people to join the data bank. One patient who lost her battle with a blood disease leaves words of wisdom for her daughter, and the family hopes through sharing their story, more people will understand the importance of registering to save a life.
这是妈妈写给彤彤的哦，你要记得哦，以后常拿来看。好，后面他都留好多字给你，每一本都不一样，知道哈？你看这本就不一样，好，所以你要想妈妈的时候就拿来看。我第一个接触的是意林，然后我进去的时候。
The first case I came into contact with was Yiling, Tongtong's mother. When I first met her, I was in shock. At that time, she was, from when I saw her and to her passing was within 7 days. She was skin and bone skinny then. I was shook to the core and shivered that I was still alive.
When you're not sick or know of someone with a disease, you're actually not aware of what cancer is really like. Everyone wants to do something good, so maybe they'll donate money to the temple or donate blood, like me. But many don't really know about donating marrow. It's something that I learned about after cancer. This is something that's not widely known. So I think spreading this knowledge is important, since it's just like donating blood.
唯一最后的希望就是放在慈济骨髓资料库。
The last hope was in the Tzu Chi Blood Marrow Registry Bank. And if there was not a match, then we can only place our hope in the monthly recruiting event for donors to register.
但你还可以自主自己健康身体的时候，可以多做一些事情。也经过蛮多的吗？有啊，我们这边穿背心的所有人都是有捐过。
哦，已经捐过了。
对，已经捐完。
那捐的当下很痛吗？
其实不会，就像捐血一样。
哦，不是骨髓吗？
哦，不是，现在大部分都改成就是周边血，是像捐血一样。
这样他的资料是这样。
今天目标
150。150。
现在
60不到。
就是都还在努力。
所以很多捐赠者或者是年轻人，他们听到不死的。
Many of the potential donors or young people will hear rumors about the procedure, including payment misunderstandings, and won't look further for the truth of it, and will just back away. So we need to continue spreading the right messages to society.
The development of drones has been an indispensable part of modern life. In response to drone development, the Civil Aeronautics Administration launched new laws this year, requiring registration as well as a test certificate to fly drones. Floor report as we learn more.
Those who surround the instructor here are all teachers interested in learning to fly drones.
In the past, it was just about tying rebar and doing soil and water conservation projects. Now they'll use drones to model buildings and even use them for disaster mitigation and prevention.
Drones take pictures and mark positions from the air, which can create a 3D model to present topography and landforms quickly and accurately.
This data survey and exploration shows us where we can go and areas that we need to explore further to give us a detailed investigation or survey.
300 drones fly in a pattern, performing a dazzling light show at Da Peng Bay in Pingdong. This led the public to broaden their view of drones, as group drone flights could be arranged with computers.
This year, it's already booming. Drone education has been introduced in every school.
Facing no traffic, every minute is precious and can save lives. The University of Maryland used drones to carry a kidney, setting a new milestone.
Approaching Martin Luther King, 100 meters.
The drone flew 5 kilometers at an altitude of 120 meters and accurately descended to the predetermined position, with the trip taking about 10 minutes.
Yes. All right. Confirming helmet's active, temperature's appropriate, organ doesn't appear to be injured at all. Looks like a perfectly transplantable organ.
Taiwan also saw the Ministry of Transportation and CDC use drones to deliver snake anti-venom serum. It would take an hour to drive from the Alishan Health Center to the Lija tribal village. The drone took only 10 minutes to make the delivery that day.
In a word, there must be people interested in playing with drones to help us cultivate experts.
This successful experience has made many people see the hope when it comes to drones and logistics in Taiwan.
This monitoring has to be displayed by the industry. We need to know what method do we use to do monitoring.
Careful flight planning must avoid densely populated areas and ground barriers, presenting the location of the drone in real time, also whether to return to the original takeoff in the event of a flight failure. These are the requirements for review by the Civil Aeronautics Administration. Unfortunately, very few people have applied to do this work, even though they have been informed of it.
In Taiwan, there are a lot of people on the ground. The ground is narrow and the people are densely populated, so it's not suitable for drones. For some development, it's suitable abroad, but not necessarily suitable for Taiwan.
Drones over 250 grams must be registered, and the flight time can only be during the day. Ordinary people can only do it for leisure and entertainment. No license is required for those drones under 2 kilograms. For legal entities, that is, companies or schools, the operator must obtain a license after passing an exam. Those under 16 years old cannot fly outdoors.
The regulations are stricter than our original discussions.
The airspace map is divided into red, yellow, green, and gray national parks. You can see whether your location allows drone flying through an app.
Currently, this yellow zone looks like flyable at 60 meters. In the red zone, no takeoff is permitted.
According to regulations across Taiwan, both the red zone and yellow zone account for about 10%. The green zone has reached 80%, and the altitude above 400 feet is managed by the Civil Aeronautics Administration.
This 400 feet altitude restriction is in place for about 90% of the world's countries. All limit drones flight with special permission needed to enter 400 feet altitude and above.
Within 3 months of the new law starting, some 33,000 drones have been registered. The number of applicants has exploded, and too many applied for exam, as the wait list has exploded.
The technical examination rooms are not far from enough for those people who want to take the exam.
The drone test license is very likely to be similar to car licensing, with a number of schools specializing in drone instruction filling up quotas.
The school unit itself is an educational institution, so I think that we should have this ability to be involved in instruction.
The Civil Aeronautics Administration adopts an open attitude to the formulation of laws and regulations, does not seek to restrict development, as it simply hopes that Taiwan's drone industry will have unlimited creativity and jointly connect with the rest of the world.
In Pingdong, Zhuang Jieda is a Tzu Chi New Shoe Scholarship receiver. After his father had a stroke, he helped shoulder the burden of taking care of his younger siblings and his father. Now, the whole family started to volunteer with Tzu Chi. Let's take a look. Besides being a New Shoot Scholarship recipient, Zhuang Jieda, who studies in Pingdong's Donggang Senior High School, has won many awards since he was little.
After graduating from senior high school, I will then look and see which department I can choose to pursue my tertiary studies. Previously, I have thought of applying to a military school known as the Air Force Institute of Technology, as it will lessen the burden of my family.
I encourage him to pursue whichever course he's interested in. We're giving our full support.
Zhuang Jieda is the eldest child of the family. After his father had a stroke, his mother shouldered the financial burden of the family. He often takes care of his younger siblings while also accompanying his father with his physiotherapy.
复健到现在觉得怎么样？
还不错，就可以走了。
可以走，
就是手脚比较灵活。
He has to shoulder the responsibilities of his parents to take care of his siblings.
Upon learning of his family's condition, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to help him clean up his house.
Today we're here to help them clean the house. We hope to let them know that in the future which items are supposed to store in which area.
I'm very thankful that they are willing to spend their time to help us. The kitchen and the living room have become very clean and tidy.
Zhuang Jieda and his family have also started to volunteer with Tzu Chi. They say that they want to reciprocate Tzu Chi's assistance and have a turn of hands to help other less fortunate people. In Nantou, there is a Tzu Chi New Shoot Scholarship recipient whose father had a stroke 2 years ago. She then transferred to a university near her house and has learned to drive, so she can take her father to the hospital for rehabilitation. Let's meet this filial young girl.
After her father sits into the car, Hui Tzu gets into the driver's seat, driving her father to the hospital for rehabilitation. After her father had a stroke 2 years ago, Hui Tzu has transferred to university near her home and learned to drive.
When I was little, my father gave me rides and I was worry-free. Now that my father needs my help, I must be strong.
Hui Tzu is taking care of her father and doing household chores. She even paints the house by herself.
In the past, my father was in charge of plumbing and painting work. Now that my father has fallen ill, I can shoulder some responsibilities.
Hui Tzu, who majors in visual communication design, has won many awards. She has shown her drawing talent since she was little.
Before I went to kindergarten, I started to enjoy drawing. My father was a carpenter, and I think he has influenced me.
The father-daughter pair is interested in creative art. Hui Tzu's father is proud of his filial daughter. Hui Tzu's mother has immigrated to Taiwan from Vietnam. After her husband fell ill, her daughter has given her much support.
After her father fell ill, she has matured a lot. She started doing everything by herself and helping me.
Tzu Chi volunteers often visit a family, bringing hope to them.
I feel that I have gotten more family members. Without the volunteers' care, I would not know what to do. This child takes care of her family besides studying, so this family is full of liveliness and warmth.
Hui Tzu aspires to become a print designer. As she pursues her dream, her family is her biggest support.
Since last year, Tzu Chi has assisted Filipino youth to come to Taiwan to receive education, providing various subsidies. This year, a second batch of 14 students will also set off on this journey. Here's more.
Saying farewell in a pre-recorded video made by their parents, these 14 Filipino Tzu Chi students were quite surprised as they are about to go to Taiwan to start their study abroad journey.
I may wish I will do my best studying while in Taiwan. You guys who gave me the opportunity to study abroad, and this is the best way for me to succeed.
From air tickets, tuition, uniforms to accommodation fees, everything is being provided. It's not easy to become such a scholarship student. You have to go through a series of interviews, home visits, and screening and evaluation by volunteers before you can get the chance to study abroad.
The education program was supposed to be for college. No, there are so many courses in college. No, it's a 4-year course or a 5-year course. And aside from this, we have a caregiver program. No, caregiver program is 2 years. After 2 years, they are guaranteed jobs with the Taiwan hospital.
Gemaline from Tatalon was lucky to be selected. As the eldest daughter, she will set a good example for her 5 younger siblings.
Gusto ko pong makatulong sa pamilya ko kasi
I want to help my family because our family has many children. I can see my parents struggling on the edge of life in order to raise us, so I must be a good role model for my younger siblings.
Education can help reverse the cycle of poverty. Last year's first batch of scholarship students are all learning happily. This year's second batch of students are also following closely behind, ready to spread their wings and fly.
The 4th annual Science and Technology competition, sponsored by Tzu Chi, was held in Taipei. From the 48 applications, 16 were nominated. Here's more.
所以现在我们用磁吸式的充电，它只要就吸上去了，所以它就非常方便可以使用。
This third-generation smart sunglasses have artificial intelligence capabilities, where when paired with its companion device, once an obstacle is detected in front of the end user,
前方有公车站，还请小心。
it will voice activate a warning. The device can also transmit information in real time to a live customer service center for them to help.
这一次的服务主要是
The service is aimed at incorporating AI into this pair of camera glasses and providing that information to the service platform, where someone on the customer service end can provide immediate assistance.
服务人可以及时给予协助。
上面有3根的T插，然后4个拿插，就是发射跟接收的天线。
Using the transmitting and receiving function, this non-contact vital sign detection equipment can scan for signs of life within a field of view of 70 degrees and a designated distance, which is designed to help the home care sector.
We hope to make this product to help in the home care sector, such as if someone in the house suddenly had a heart attack or breathing problem, or fell. Through this product's detection, it can immediately sense and call for help.
This competition is filled with the truth of technology, the kindness of the compassion, and the beauty of the innovation. It's really the cycle of truth, kindness, and beauty.
这个保特瓶我们从以前到现在处理，只剩下最后一个东西没有处理，那就是废标签。
With compassion in mind and technology to back it up, 16 projects were nominated for this year's competition. The young people of today are aware of their surroundings and future problems as they use their talents to design inventions to help make society a more beautiful place.
In the US, the annual charity concert was held online for the first time, with over 5,000 people viewing it. The donations collected will be used to aid the needy during the pandemic. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you and goodbye.